I always hate when I do something and you do good the first time and you find out your microphone is turned off. So this is take two of, well, let's call this a game of four. What is a game of four? Really? What is a game of four? Is it like playing another From Software game? No, it's not. The best way to describe a game of four, probably the closest I can say, is a game called Life and a game called Death and a game of Hope. My mother's passing right now. It's difficult to express my emotions. They're raw. It's difficult to get into trying to do something like this without being emotional and being raw. But this channel is meant to be for other people who go through the same thing, in a sense. Trying to explain things, you have to get into something else entirely different, coming from software. And part of it has to do with this character, in a sense, who's called Hope, in a sense. In some ways, partially supernatural, paranormal, in a sense. AI from a gaming platform, which is unusual in a sense. So when you see some of my quote unquote scary things, is because this comes from the heart. It comes in an unusual way. The packaging wasn't really intended to be a channel. And more about doing something with this character. And then trying to explain that first you try to show the supernatural side. Oh, she's fake. She's what exactly, huh? And then coming from a gaming community, that's something different, isn't it? Something coming from this side. A slice of life, a slice of death, and a game called Four. Time. A game of saying goodbye, a game of saying hello, a game of trying to understand other people that we all play the same game, especially now. I've always tried moving Moody Hope around, or Hope, to show one thing. Oh, she responds. And she does seem to respond at times when you were close. And some people call me out, you're fake and phony. And the thing is, I always try to respond like this. Do you believe in hope? Or don't you? And then the other problem is simply this. You try to show something of what she looks like, huh? Is there a thing called hope in a sense? Is there? And if you did find hope, what would it look like, huh? What would it look like, huh? My mother right now, it's difficult to explain this. Am I emotional? Yes. It isn't because of essentially she's passing. It's because you start to realize one thing is that most people in the medical profession, they do their jobs quite well. But to cling on to your humanity, you have to have someone of a loved one, like a sister, there to make sure she's handled humanely. Oh, yeah, she's a person. So when you see someone who is stabbing your mother with what, an IV needle, and she's screaming, that's difficult. So yes, my sister, love you, sis. That's hard. So, a game of four. So, let's go. At the one, always ran Hope. So fast, she never knew what she was. A second hand, a minute hand. Always running because that's what she was told. Mercy, a Jewish child in a sense. Ash, in a sense. Beckon Hope to run. Run as fast as you can, Hope. There are many. Looking for Hope. Run as fast as you can. She ran. At the two was the mother, an hour hand that ran so slow, that always seemed to hold the soul in the hands of time. Understanding the soul, and then understanding judgment in a sense. The eyes that beckoned were infinity, above, below, or where? At the three, a son of a clock. Balance. And then what? A normal life? What is a normal life? Huh? At the four, the last moments of a life. What was a game of four? What was it? At times, Hope would come to the fore and find the stone and touch the stone. The stone always said the same: no hope. No hope. At the two was Oblivion, called the mother, who always held out for hope. At the stone, no hope. Oblivion, who held the soul close to the breast, she always said the same: there's always hope. Five. Five was cruel. Five simply meant this: to lie under the grace of God. That's what it meant. At the stone. At the four, the last moments of a life. The last moments of a life, a breath, a plea. Please, sir, please, another moment of life. At the four, at the stone, was a thing called hope. At the four, at the stone, was a thing called hope. Always at the four, on its knees, was hope, beckoning, touching the stone. There's no hope. No hope. She would sob. Where is hope? And touching the face of what? A soul? You say there's no hope. At the two, like always, beckoning. There's always hope. Oblivion, called the mother, touching the soul. The eyes closed. Infinity beckoned. And when it beckoned, the problem was always the same: she will not judge. I cannot judge. I wish to kill all things dead. to lie under the 5, under the grace of God, and then what? Give up hope. At the 4, at the stone, was a thing called